Going on, the angel Gabriel says, and of his kingdom there will be no end. And Mary said to the angel, now this is her response, contrast with Zechariah. Will she get struck dumb? Here's the question. Because the angel might be in a bad mood, he might be short-tempered. And so Zechariah got it in the neck. And Mary said to the angel, how can this be, since I have no husband? And the angel said to her, the Holy Spirit will come upon you, and the power of the Most High will overshadow you. Therefore the child to be born will be called Holy, the Son of God. Now, being fair to Zechariah, the plain words on the paper don't make me think he should have got more of a hard time from the angel than the Blessed Mother got. You could say she was let off the hook because she said, how can this be? He had said, how can this be? In his case, he and his wife were old. In her case, she had no husband. So they just both have given natural reasons why they can't give birth to a child. However,
just because Zechariah, he's supposed to be a boss, whereas Mary isn't.
That's
bosses are supposed to know the history and about Abraham and stuff.
I think that's a very interesting point you've made. That Zechariah is expected to know more given his position as priest. So that's really good to say. I think, though, as I was saying maybe before you got here, that it's not so much in the words on the paper, it's the way they're said. If Zechariah said it really questioningly, cynically, dismissively, then, and Mary says it in a kind of very open and, fair way, then that can account for the angel's different response. But, as I say, she said she has no husband, but I said that is an oddity because she could get a husband, she could marry. So it's very unusual for her to say that. How can this be? But in any event, whatever...
That would be probably no intercourse with husbands.
Well, whatever, yeah. The fact that she's not married, though, she's obviously not having any marital relations. But there's no reason to believe a young woman wouldn't get married at some point and then have children. So her saying she has no husband would be odd and might point to this point I was saying about a vow having been made. Nonetheless, one need not assume a vow, as I'm saying. She's simply saying, well, I've got no husband, but the angel explains it. And so this child is going to be called Holy, the Son of God. And she is going to conceive in this unique way. And he goes on, and behold, your kinswoman Elizabeth, in her old age, has also conceived a son. And this is the 6th month with her, who was called barren. For with God nothing will be impossible. And Mary said, behold, I am the handmaid of the Lord. Let it be to me according to your word. And the angel departed from her. So what Mary said is fabulous. She says, okay, you've dealt with my queries. It's all explained. And as she says, yes. She said, yes, let it be done to me, as God says. And I'm God's slave, effectively. I'm God's handmaid. So there we are. So a wonderful conclusion with Mary's statement.
Also, there is that inclusion of the confirmation in that latter passage with Gabriel that nothing is beyond the powers of God.
Yes.
This is in the conversation with Mary. Nothing is, and
Yes.
And it refers back to the previous scene with Zechariah.
Yes, that's right.
So these two scenes are linked together by the
Yes.
inclusion.
Okay.
And the
Yeah.
confirmation.
Yeah. So that's really the obviously the event which then leads all the way up to our coming Christmas Day,